What's going on, Jeromes? Your Minnesota Vikings are navigating some very interesting cap situations in 2023 and beyond. Adofo-mensah and Rob Brzezinski are clearing up a lot of issues from the Spielman regime, and you hear the term void years a lot when it comes to contracts. And void years. Now, what does that mean? Now, it doesn't mean void like your teenage years when you're just staring off into the abyss and you listen to too much emo and Jen won't go to prom with you. Sad. You know, she has like 7 kids now. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Adofo-mensah and Rob Thug Life Brzezinski are clearing things up, and they're using void years because I should really talk because I have 3 kids. Anyways, but the Vikings crop of free agents so far: Marcus Davenport, the Marvelous Marcus Davenport, nailed it. Josh Oliver, Byron Murphy, as well as Dean Lowry. They've all had void years tacked on to the end of their deals, which could signal that the Vikings are waiting to make one more big time move. Big time splashy move, baby. Let's go. So getting into void year basics. So essentially, bonus cap hits can be prorated over up to 5 seasons, even if the contract is shorter. So even if a player signs a 1, 2, 3, 4-year deal, the signing bonus or even restructure bonus or roster bonus or whatever can be spread out over 5 seasons, the cap hits. The void year cap hits, they stay prorated if a player remains under contract in future years. Now, we saw that with Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson's contract, where he had 3 years left on his deal, $7.5 million total dead, and if he would have re-signed with the Vikings, it would have been 2.5. But since he bolted to Cleveland for all the money, by the way, Vikings get $7.5 million dead on their cap this year. And if the contract voids, the remaining dead cap hit due is all at once, which is exactly what happened with Diesel Dalvin. And notable void year deals, Brzezinski, so this has been around for a while, but Brzezinski has generally shied away from it, and that's why the Vikings were generally in very good cap shape, because some dead cap is fine, and frankly, taking on future dead cap isn't the end of the world, especially if it's players that are going to be around, as well as the cap keeps rising up and up and up. And the fact that you're not charged interest on cap hits in future years, and like $1 of cap this year is worth less than it will be next year, and so on and so forth, right? But when they re-sign Anthony Barr, for whatever reason, they use void years. Same thing with Kirk Cousins and his various extensions, Diesel Dalvin Tomlinson, as well as all the 2023 free agents so far. And look at Kirk's revised contract. So he's only under a contract through 2023, but they tacked on 2 more void years onto his deal. And overall, it's $28.5 million if and when Kirk is not on the roster at a certain date ahead of the 2024 season. So that all is coming due. So I got a plan for that. And question is, why do you use void years? Well, A, to get cap compliant if things are pretty snug like the Vikings this year. Spreading cap hits to the future, like we said, generally not a bad idea as the salary cap continues to rise, especially with a lot more of that Amazon money coming in. Let's go. Plus, with what Kwesi's been doing, clearing off a lot of veteran contracts off the books. You look at Adam Thielen, you look at what they did with Harrison Smith revising his deal. So it's actually not that big of a deal. And looking at the 4 free agents so far, so Davenport has $8.5 million signing bonus. Now, if it was done the traditional way, again, cap hits incur on the team once the money is paid. So signing bonus paid right away. The team is on the hook for that. Now, the question is, when do they take those cap hits? Because if they did a traditional 1-year deal, it would have been all $8.5 million due in 2023 on the Vikings cap. But they spread it out over the maximum of 5 years, so it's 1.7. Now, it stays 1.7 for the next 4 years after next year if they re-sign Marcus Davenport. But if Davenport and the Vikings part ways next year and the contract voids, there will be $6.8 million due and dead on the 2024 Vikings cap. Same thing with Murphy, but with a 2-year deal, it would be $4.2 million dead of that $7 million signing bonus if he and the Vikings part ways in the 2025 offseason. Oliver, 3-year deal, Lowry, 2-year deal as well. So basically, I mean, agents do like this because it gives the team some incentive to re-sign their clients, because otherwise they have those dead cap hit due in one chunk as opposed to having a prorated out. So to a degree, it gives the player a little bit of leverage in negotiations if they're still living up to their contract. But overall, I think it is a valuable tool, as well as it's smart for the Vikings to use to be able to get cap compliant, to be able to kick the can down the road when the cap is going to be continuing going up and up and up. And again, Rob Brzezinski, Kwesi doing the damn thing, and again, all this reading the tea leaves and stuff. And the Vikings are about $2 million under the cap right now after the Harrison Smith deal. Is like, there's one more big move. And then they're going to kick all the cap hits down to 2025 and beyond. They're going to weather Kirk's $28.5 million dead cap hit in 2024, and just like, let's get spicy, man. But your thoughts are our thoughts. A look at the Vikings using void years with their free agents, as well as what the hell void years means. Let us know your thoughts are our thoughts in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.